The pandemic hit us in a way that we were not expecting, I suppose, like most countries. But the response of the government was good. There was an initial lockdown, it contained the spread. There were very few infections and hardly any deaths due to COVID for a number of months. So we did get over the first phase quite comfortably, but there was an economic impact. Jobs were lost, companies began to close down, exports stopped, airports were shut down, and with it we lost a lot of our export earnings. Even our overseas migrant workers lost their jobs, and so there was huge economic impact. We are also quite surprised looking back at how Colombo Theological Seminary was able to respond fairly quickly. And we realized that we had been thinking about online learning and the opportunities of online learning for a few years. We had been planning it, but we didn't have the courage to try it. But this forced us to get onto it. And the moment the country came into lockdown and we had to shut down our classes, our faculty got together and discussed the matter. And we said, let's teach online as soon as we can. And we were able to transfer all our teaching to online within 6 weeks, so that we had everything up and running, teaching all our courses online within 6 weeks. We had to take the chance now and adapt to the new normal. So in doing that, we had to change our infrastructure, we had to invest in things, and we were very grateful for donors and supporters who, many of them on their own, before even being asked, ventured out and volunteered and said, do you need help to get online? And we were able to provide our students lower costs. We provided devices for our faculty, data opportunities and data resources, and basically provide the basics. We also learned that this is an opportunity for us to expand our reach. So now we can have students joining from any part of the country if they have a device. And we also found many who are interested in joining our classes from other countries in the region and world over.
We received numerous requests to open our doors beyond CTS Sri Lanka to the larger global Christian community. Despite our expectations of a significant drop in student take, we actually realized that there was a rise in student intake, and this was a pleasant surprise to us. And this made us realize that there was a scope for online education, especially theological education. With your help, we can invest into the research, infrastructure, and training required to continue to provide theological education via CTS Online at the highest quality and expediency for the benefit of the church.
Training faculty to teach effectively online is a whole new development. We have to also educate our students in how to access education online better. We are trying to make sure our library resources are digitized so that all of that could also be available. We are also excited that there is a TBN project going on to try to provide resources in digital form for majority world schools, which we are going to be very supportive of. And then, of course, provide the infrastructure. So in CTS Capital, we have a special space dedicated for what we call a smart classroom, which will allow us to connect with groups elsewhere simultaneously and have live classrooms from all over the country and the world. So these are the kinds of developments that we are looking at. No matter what the external circumstances are, our responsibility is to safeguard the mission. And our mission as a theological school is to form men and women to be rooted in the scriptures and spirit-filled people who can do ministry effectively. And if we are to safeguard that mission, we have to be on the one side innovative, flexible, adept, agile, if you like. No matter what the circumstances are around us, we have to be ready to innovate and to adapt to it, but without giving up the core mission of the school.